Hi folks, I think I have the very first leaked images of the new OM vintage camera, so you will be the very first to see it on this channel and worldwide. So this is an exclusive leak I prepared thanks to my sources, so I want to thank the source that actually found those images. Before I show you the images, I will quickly explain you that I added a quick watermark on it that looks kind of weird, but as you know, there are AI tools to remove the watermarks, and I see that the competition, other YouTubers, every time I do leak something from Sony, Panasonic, Nikon, whatever, and I put my usual normal discreet watermark, they remove it and sell the rumors as if they would have worked to get it. So I spend a lot of time with my sources to work on those rumors, so I think you will understand that they tried to watermark this image in a way that they cannot just in 30 seconds copy everything I do when I spend hours and days to work on that, okay? So what you're seeing soon is the first image of the new OM Micro Four Thirds vintage camera. This camera will be announced around the New Year's Day, Chinese New Year's Day, which is January 29th. So I don't know if it will be announced right shortly before or shortly after that. So, but it's really close, 20 days from now, we're getting this camera. So let's go ahead and see the first image of the camera. You can see it here. This has a very classic film look. The design is based on the original OM-1, Olympus OM-1 from 1972. And this is not a film camera, this is really OM digital camera. You can see also from the lens cap that it says OM digital. You can see the contours on the right, they have a very metallic solid look. I don't know if they're real metal or they make them just look like that. And in this second image you can see a bit more of the front of the camera. Again, if you see that image and you compare it with an image of the original OM-1, you will see that this is really close. Here are the images of the original OM-1 film camera from the 1970s. So I think from a design point of view, the new OM camera will definitely appeal to the people that love a classic camera look. The thing that I don't know yet, where I'm not sure, is the name of the camera, if it's OM-3 or not. And on the leaked images you don't see actually any name. Maybe the person covered on the top of the viewfinder the name of the camera, so we don't know if there will be a name there or not and what's the name of the camera. But anyway, that's not really important as of yet. There is one additional info that I really hope it's true. It's coming from a source that sometimes gave me correct info in the past, so I'm not 100% sure that he's telling me the right thing right now. But according to him, this new OM camera that might be named OM-3 might be using a new sensor. Now, I repeat, in all my videos, I'm a skeptic. OM Digital so far uses to reuse the same 20 megapixel sensor. In the worst case, I think maybe that's an updated 20 megapixel sensor version. So same sensor, but maybe trimmed for speed, whatever, I don't know. So maybe OM Digital wants to sell it as new, but it's not really new, but more like tweaked. So that's the worst case. If it's really a new sensor, then I think this could be way more interesting than we initially thought. So what kind of sensor can we expect this camera to use? Well, let's start off with a fact. Sony actually did make a new Micro Four Thirds sensor a couple of years ago that had 47 megapixel, 41 megapixel in 4/3 mode. So actually you would take 41 megapixel images from that new sensor. It has obviously electronic shutter, can record 8K 30p. And I think if the OM-3, that new classic vintage camera, would use a new sensor tech, then this would definitely be the right message for the Micro Four Thirds community. Like, we are back, we're doing something new, we have something with new features, with a new look. And so I'm a bit more hopeful after seeing those images and getting the one message I got from that one source, that it might have a new sensor, that this might not let down like, for example, the OM-1-2 was when it was announced after the OM-1. I know there are some nice additional features that might be useful for some, but not, I think, massive improvement enough for the mass of the people so that many people will buy it. But if this camera has that nice vintage look, and I think those images are likely to be true, if it has a new sensor, then we have a reason to be excited about the next OM digital camera. I think this could be a lovely camera for people, for example, that want the Nikon Zf, but the Nikon Zf is too big or too expensive. You can have this camera, which will be smaller, more affordable. I hope, that's just my guess. And then this could have the potential to be a popular camera. But let me know in the comment section what you think about this. I think youngsters particularly could love this one. I would love to get also, like I told you in my previous video, a kind of vintage pen camera that is affordable. I think that could sell well. But hopefully in the next days I can give you confirmation on the specs. So for now, don't get too excited about the possibility to get a 41 megapixel sensor, because that's not confirmed as of now. I only got a wild new sensor hint. But like I told you before, there's a whole interpretation range from same sensor with tweaks to a really new sensor. So fingers crossed we are getting the new sensor, of course. If you happen to find some information about this camera, you heard something, you can always contact me using the contact box here or the email address. That will be very helpful, so that before the announcement, we get an idea what OM Digital is going to release with this camera, how the camera will be. Okay, I'm a bit more hopeful, as you can hear from my voice. I like the design. Definitely, if it looks like the original OM1, it has those metallic looking dials. If the actually body would be full metal, even better. So not only the look of metal, but really a solid feeling. And yeah, hopefully soon I can make a new video to share more details. Okay, folks, stay tuned in the meantime and see you soon.